Morning. It is morning because I look like today we're going to be going out for a little walk testing out the iPhone 12. Now you may be thinking about the title of this video. I am indeed going to find out if I think it's the perfect phone, and that's generally for most people. So just a bog standard user, a video creator, a photographer, hardcore gamer, and we're just going to take some photos, take some video, and then I'll come back and talk about it and see if we can come to a conclusion.
Wish all the hashtags, likes and tweets will find a way to get lost. Yeah, and when I pull up to the scene, I wonder what the hell is the cost. And yeah,
okay, so we all know that the iPhone 12 is great on pretty much everything. Cameras, you know, it's at the top of its class for video, and it has been for many years. You know, it's got a great screen. It's now been upgraded to the OLED screen of the Pros. It's got good battery life despite only being a 2815, but we know how well iOS optimizes battery consumption. So yeah, those are good indications that sway it towards being the perfect phone. So I'm not going to stand here and say it's for everybody, because obviously it's not expensive. It's not cheap, so it's not going to be for those looking for an iPhone on budget, but it's still a really good option.
oh, we know it's all for nothing. We fight and beg and greed, and then we go and act like something. And our hearts burn with the heat.
So just walking along the road, checking out the front facing camera whilst I'm walking. So it's a 12 megapixel sensor, really good stabilization, much better than the Redmi Note 10 that I tested the other day, but then that's a more budget phone. So we're now testing out the rear camera while I'm walking along. Got it set at 4K at 30 frames per second, and then you can easily switch between the standard and the ultra wide, and it's pretty smooth. So there's not really any complaints here. It's amazing quality video.
To get lost, so find a way to
Okay, so we all know that the iPhone 12s come with 12 megapixel sensors, and we all know that high megapixel count doesn't necessarily transform into better image quality, because the iPhone 12 is clearly going to take better photos than any 48 or 64 megapixel camera on a budget phone, which it definitely does. So we have an upgrade to a 12 megapixel sensor on the front, up from 7, and again, it's a great upgrade. And another thing that I noticed when playing back the video from the rear facing camera is I completely forgot about the audio zoom feature. So it boosts up the volume of your voice when you switch to the ultra wide, so that's quite a nice feature. Not quite sure if you can turn it off. I haven't actually had a look, but it's not as much of an issue for me that I would need to turn it off. Okay, so this isn't a battery review throughout the whole day, it's just going to be while I'm out. So I took the phone off charge at 8:30 this morning. It's now 9:49 and we're at 95%, so it's dropped 5%. Bearing in mind that I've been taking 4K 30 frames per second video from the front and the rear, and then a load of photos as well, so it's not too bad. So one thing that I love about the iPhones is just how smooth navigating through iOS is. You know, the swipe gestures, the opening apps and the switching between apps, there's no lag whatsoever. It's just how well Apple optimizes iOS and how smoothly it runs. The A14 Bionic is capable of handling absolutely everything that you throw at it, you know, graphic intense games, you know, downloading video, editing video and all that sort of stuff. So you shouldn't have any problems doing any of that on the iPhone 12. Okay, so I've just got in for my walk. I've been out about an hour or so it's now 10:30. I took my phone off charge at 8:30 and the battery is on about 85%. So dropped about 15% in the 2 hours that I've had it on. Although when I went onto the battery setting, it says that my screen on time is at 3.5 hours, which I'm not really sure how that's happened because the phone's only been off charge for 2 hours. Not a clue. So if we go on to price, so the iPhone 12 entry level model, 64 gigs, you can pick up for £799 off Apple. To put that into perspective, the Samsung Galaxy S21 entry level phone is £769, but you can get that with 128 gigabytes of base storage. So double the storage, £30 less. You know, it seems like a better deal. Neither are expandable. So the equivalent iPhone 12 128 gig model, which I have here, will set you back £829. So it's £60 more for the same amount of storage for the iPhone 12 than it is for the Samsung Galaxy S21. Having said that, regardless of all of that, this phone is still amazing. The camera is great, the video is brilliant, the battery has done pretty well considering I've been taking all the video in 4K. I've been taking a lot of photos while I'm out, so it's all done really well. Right, so the question is, after all that, is the iPhone 12 the perfect phone? Well, depends on how you look at it, depends obviously what you want from a phone. From what I can see from the iPhone 12 and from my experience with it, I think it is the perfect phone for most people. It does everything really, really well. The camera is amazing, video is fantastic, battery life is really good, the screen is really nice and crisp. So as far as recommending an iPhone 12, absolutely. Are there better deals out there? Probably. I mean, the S21 has an amazing camera. Video is probably not as good as the iPhone 12, but you know, for less money you're getting double the storage. So if you shop around, there's going to be some better deals to fit your individual need. But in terms of what I think of the iPhone 12 and what I think most people will think of the iPhone 12, I don't think anybody's going to be disappointed with it.
it's a brilliant phone. So thanks for watching. I wanted to try something a little bit different, so if you've watched a good amount of this video, I appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up, drop some comments below if you've got an iPhone 12, and let me know what you think of the camera and the video and just the general performance of it. And subscribe to my channel, so I'm going to try and do some more videos a bit like this. So until next time, stay safe.